Yo, 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 yo. What's happening? All right, guys, we are live. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a great weekend. It's going to be an interesting week ahead. We have some big things coming. We have potential rate hikes coming. It's going to be crazy. And the market is actually sitting at a pretty significant point right now. So I'm really curious to see if we rally here the rest of this month of November. We'll see what happens. Let's talk about it tonight on the live stream. We live, baby. Let me see who's all in here. Comment in the chat. Leave me a like on the way in, baby. If you can't even do that, how you gonna hit the like button? Or how you gonna hit the buy sell button? Same shit. All right. Just waiting for some people to get in here. It's a Sunday night. I'm sure everybody's hungover. Wait, what? German. What's up, man? What's happening, brother or sister? Not sure. All right. Wait for some more goblins. But yeah, like I said, SPY's sitting at a pretty interesting spot right now. I mean, I don't know. I'm very surprised. I'm not that surprised, but you know, it's curious. It's cool to see how things are moving. I've just been denoting kind of this broadening wedge here. I'm not, you know, I do trade patterns, but I'm not like abiding by this thing. It's just more of an observation. I'd say that's even more a little bit right here. Okay. So I'm just denoting that for now, but I think the craziest thing we've seen recently, and again, this is SPY, it's like the S&P 500, is that we've just been clearing these prior highs, man. This thing wants to go. Right now it's testing at a pretty significant high, the last prior high. Didn't close above it, but we saw price tick a little bit. So let's see if we get above, man. It's crazy. Volume, it's okay. It's okay. It's not as strong as we would like, but it's holding up. It's holding up. So we'll see if this move supports. We will see. And obviously we're going to stair step through this. Okay, we have that next prior high up here. And then we also have a little bit of a gap right here. So we want to denote these gaps because price likes to move in those in a hurry or reject them entirely. Right, denoting that there. So couple moves on the way up for the stock market here. Now, one thing I've noticed with penny stocks, if the market pushes higher, penny stocks usually don't have the best day. Obviously, that depends. Some penny stocks are going to be running rampant regardless. Okay, they're highly manipulated, but this is just something to note in addition with the potential market push here. Okay. All right. Let me check some things here. All right. Thought we'd have a little more viewers in here. This is not good. Huh. Let me see here. Let me message out to my private Discord. All right. So there's SPY in a nutshell, right? We like the way things are looking. Again, it could have quite a bit of upside rally here. I'm just looking for SPY to target into this near region here. Okay, we talked about the stairs we need to climb here. We're at that current resistance that we're testing at about 389.35. Once we pass that, you know, it's a whole nother ballpark, and we have that gap on the way up. So I'm pretty excited for it. One thing I want you to watch on the way up is this trend line here. All right, there's trendline resistance up here. It has been respective in the past through the entire year so far. 3 touches there to validate it, so it has some validity. Watch that on the way up. That trend line, that intersection point, obviously depending on where price lands, it could land us around that $410, $412 range on the SPY. All right. Some other things I want to watch this week. Let's take a look. I want to keep my eyes on Meta, because Meta has been so cheap here, and I do like it long term. I think it's going to be okay. I think Mark Zuckerberg bit on a lot more than he can chew, and they are going through a cash-heavy cow right now with this whole metaverse. The metaverse is a little, I mean, it's proactive, but it's a little aggressive. We're not quite there yet. The metaverse is a whole nother game. It's kind of the next steps here, really, for anything. You know, I've always had this conversation where it's like, okay, we got 4K TVs now. We have the internet. Kind of what's the next thing? Because we're kind of capping out. You even see it in the gaming world, right? I mean, you can only make graphics so much better. You can make the physics beyond the graphics better. But anyways, you know, what's the next step for our world here in technology? And I think a lot of that is going to be metaverse-esque. It's going to be more this, you know, immersive experience where you're interacting with people versus just online typing and chatting. So I think there's some significance here. I just think they're a little too far ahead of themselves. But Meta, I do like it very long term. It's trading under $100. It's down nearly 74% from all-time highs. I put out a YouTube short on this the other day. If you guys aren't on the YouTube shorts, you got to hit that subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another one. I upload every single freaking day of the week. Every day. I don't miss every day. All right, for YouTube shorts. So check those out. While you're in here, hit that like as well. Support the boy. Support the movement. If you can't, the like button. You can't, the buy or sell button, baby. I'm sorry. Meta. Right, selling off here. This blue range I'm denoting, it's just like a key support level, key demand zone. Price was respecting it the entire, I mean, really most of, let's see, let's go back as far as we can here. About since 2016, so the last 6 years, price has been respecting this support level, and you know, we're starting to teeter below it. Confirmed below it, matter of fact. So it's pretty cheap, man. Now, it doesn't mean there's not any more downside. I'm just thinking, you know, in terms of supply and demand, I could see some sympathy here for Meta. Could see it come back up and rebound. I'm not going to speculate too hard. All I'm saying is from a very high level, outside looking in, just looking at the weekly chart even, or monthly, matter of fact, this thing is so cheap, man. So cheap. All right, love it. Before and Amy are in here, what's good? Yeah, man, I was looking for a better turnout. It is what it is. Damn. Nobody's ever fired up on Sundays. That's really interesting. I would think Sundays would always be the busiest turnouts. That's how it was when I used to be bigger on YouTube, and when we used to have a little more activity. But it is what it is. Honestly, Sunday would be the biggest day, in my opinion, to get behind the markets. Right? You're prepping for the week ahead. You guys don't make money in the stock market by prepping last minute. You make money by always staying prepared, staying on edge, right? Because guess what the other 99% of people are doing, or 90% of people are doing? They're not preparing, and they're not ready for the game. And that's why 90% of them fail, because they're lazy. So come in, get in on a Sunday, chart with your boy, get after it. Tesla, giant head and shoulders. Me personally, I hope this satisfies. I hope Tesla sells off, man, because I tell you what, man, I will go heavier into this company. I want this company. I want it. I want to be an owner. I like a long term. I'm investing in Elon. I'm also investing in the product. I like Tesla. Again, we're trading super low from all-time highs. Okay, relative to that, let's take a look here. You know, trading at about 45% down from all-time highs. Everything's extremely discounted. However, doesn't mean we can't go further down. You guys need to remember, there's still a lot of imbalances in the macro scale of things for the stock market. Okay? So, actually, really just the global economy. So, I would expect more downside on everything holistically. Short term, sure, whatever. We get a rally, that's fine. I'm chilling. But, you know, I'd rather see things come down cheaper. All right, Apple's doing a little bit of goon stuff here. So let's dial in. Apple, ignore a lot of my drawings on here. New strategy I've been playing with, and it's been clapping. Right, but just outside looking in, Apple, same thing, different day, guys. Now, Apple has a little bit better retention when you look at it on the higher time frame here. Main reason is it's Apple, right? It's the largest company in the world by market cap. It's worth $2.5 trillion, which is absolutely absurd that a company is worth that much money. I mean, good night, man. This thing is worth more than like some economies, like entire countries' economies. It's pretty crazy. All right. I like this resistance area up here, this zone, right? Get it into the high 170s, 180, right? All-time highs, and then your current 52-week lows floating around that 130 range. Current price as we speak about 155. So Apple's seeing again a little bit of a curl up here. They did have great earnings, right? Smash the top and bottom line. No surprise. That's just what Apple does. They really don't miss on earnings. I mean, look at this even visually. If you can see at the bottom here, look at all these green E's, boy. Stop messing with Apple, dude. What? They kill it, man. $2.5 trillion market cap for a reason. Pretty substantial moves there. I like it. 1 in the morning here in the UK. No excuses. Look at the, man, Gav's ready to go, man. Gav's ready to go. I appreciate you, man. Guys, hit that like button, man. Come on, 5 likes. 8 people in here. That means 3 people are lazy. Come on, man. I hate calling you guys lazy, but you got to hit that like button, man. VIX, right? We try not to chart on the VIX. It's kind of taboo, but whatever, man. I don't give a damn. All right, here you go. VIX, right? Resistance level. Again, you can see anytime it gets around, again, I mean, you can widen this as much as you want. We don't need to get too crazy with it. Anytime you're between like that low $30 to about, anytime you're in pretty much the $30 range, the VIX will see rejection, and you can see it's still respecting that. Now the VIX is getting a little bit oversold here. Again, try not to do too much technical analysis on here, but the VIX has been pulling back pretty aggressively. Now it doesn't mean it can't sequentially do it as it has in the past, so it can go a little bit further. Doesn't mean it can't. Okay, actually it's gone on for quite a long series in the past, right? A couple weeks here, so, or what is that, months? A couple months. So we can keep selling off on the VIX. That's good. If the VIX goes down, the market goes up. So that's one thing you can pay attention to if you're looking for a little conviction, I suppose, if the market's going to be going up. You can also pay attention to the 10-year treasury note and the dollar as well. The dollar's cooling down as well here. Looks like it's attempting to maybe break out of this channel. It's been holding since summertime. This is pretty big. Another thing I like to look at is cryptocurrency. My crypto portfolio, it's looking good, baby, and we're going to keep investing, baby. Now, it can keep coming down. That's fine. I'm going to say that with everything. I don't know where the hell anything's going. All I can tell you is relative to all-time highs on Bitcoin, it is down about nearly 70%, and those are facts, baby. So if it's that cheap, go ahead and get cheaper. I don't care, because I know if I'm scooping up shares down here or down here, it don't matter. Tomato, I'm getting it cheap relative to all-time highs. That's all that matters to me, especially if I'm looking long term. Ethereum, I'm a big Ethereum bull. I like Ethereum. I like the movement. You know, I like the utility as well. Ethereum makes a lot of sense. All right. Bitcoin's kind of just that poster child, first one there. You know, store value, digital gold. Ethereum is more the utility, the benchmark, the one you're going to be using actually, more than not. All right, but we're still in the adoption phase for these things. Let's see what else we can look at here. Netflix still kind of cruising in this gap here, denoted by this blue zone I have highlighted here. Right, Netflix has been in this gap. There was a huge gap here, then they've just been crushing it lately with earnings and whatnot. So it's still floating in this gap here, so you still have a little bit of liquidity to grab up. I can see Netflix, if the market gets a nice push here, satisfying this gap. That puts us at about $333 for a price target on Netflix, assuming we clear this gap here. So I like the stock. Hit that like coming from Florida. Daniel, what's good, baby? You coming from Florida? Nice, man. Florida, I'm right next to you, brother. Yeah, Florida's sweet, man. I'm going to, I think I'm going to go to Miami in a few months. Yeah, I mean, I am. I just don't know when I'm going. But, yeah, Florida's a good time. I like the beaches. CHZ is on her second rip. CHZ, huh? What is that? Is that crypto? Market cap CHZ perpetual. What is that crypto? We can take a look. Yeah, I'm guessing it's crypto. This looks like a fairly new coin. Got introduced to the market back in August of this year. He said it's going on a rip. Yeah, it's got some volume coming back into it, so it's moving pretty good here. Daily's got some strength. He had a huge pop the other day, and all this induced volume and volatility, so I don't know what's going on. Obviously, this was catalyst driven. That's too spontaneous. So something's going on with it. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's maybe breaking out of a little bull flag here. Yeah, wherever you want it. Maybe it's there. This song is like ultra techno right now, man. I feel like a robot. Look at this, man. Bull flaggy. Maybe it's right there. Yeah, man, this thing's in go mode. Netflix still going for that gap fill. Yeah. See how long it's taken though, like I said. So I was talking to my private Discord group, and if you're interested in joining, links down below. But I was talking to him, and you know, I talked about how Netflix, it's such a big company. It's not gonna like, so the thing with gap fills is like with gap fills, when you typically see them, you fill the gap. It either happens really quick or you reject the gap when you get up to it. And I was telling people on Netflix, it's going to slowly grind through this gap if it does try to complete it, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's just too big of a gap. But yeah, it's still going for it. Maybe. Nismo's late. Come on, dude. Crypto, nice. Yeah, I don't know a lot about crypto. I just keep it high level, you know. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I am in some altcoin projects that I barely understand. But yeah, you know, I like crypto. I think it makes a lot of sense. You just have to be patient with it, and you have to really be, I mean, just, you have to be patient. It's kind of like an inevitable future, I suppose, if you want to argue that. I just think it needs to get through its regulatory period. But I just listened to the big money, and the big money has been slowly creeping into crypto in large ways. So it's almost like this thing is just waiting for some kind of catalyst. That's the vibe I get with crypto. I think it's just it's winter, whatever the hell you call it. So I think it's just in crypto winter right now. And then, you know, we have a Bitcoin halving, I think, next year or 2 years. So that'll help a lot. We'll probably see a run before that, but yeah, crypto just makes a lot of sense. It's the future. We're going to venture towards, you know, digital currency. Obviously the argument is, you know, what's going to make it through, right? How the regulation is going to look, and how much is it going to really get adopted? It might just be something that's there to use. It doesn't mean like it's still going to be the preference for the globe. So, you know, just keep that in mind. It's a highly speculative asset. But, you know, yeah, when I go back to Bitcoin here, I keep going in between the charts. When I keep going to Bitcoin, you know, the big thing for me is just all that odd volume, man. I think it's accumulating. If it's not, it's not. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. This is what's factual. The volume has been increasing substantially as it's been holding in this tight range, and volatility is down. Typically when volatility is down on Bitcoin, that's a sign that it's getting ready to make a move, whether it's a leg down or up. Okay, because it's an extremely volatile asset. So when it's not volatile, that tells you it's chilling. When it's volatile, that tells you it's moving. Okay, that's just how it moves. You see how fast this thing moves? That's what it does. That's its character, right? That's its personality. I mean, look at this thing. Bitcoin went from 19,000. Let's see if I can show you here. Bitcoin went from, just trying to show you an example. I thought this would be a little bit quicker here. Let's just get near it. So it went from 19,000 to about a high of 65,000 in a span of 4 months, right? That's pretty crazy. In 4 months, it tripled. Okay. So, and right now it's been sitting here for almost 4 months. It's been sitting here longer than 4 months, and it hasn't moved. Right. And volume is high as hell. It's trading at higher volumes than it was when it was floating in the 60,000 range. That's weird. I don't know why. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Just speculating. 2024 halving. Yeah, whenever it is. Okay, cool. Either way, I think Bitcoin or crypto is going to make a move before 2024, because that's a long time from now. And right now it's looking like, I mean, just, you know, just the price action is speaking. So we'll see, man. We'll see, because look how much has happened in 2 years alone, right? October 30th. So look at October 30th 2 years ago. see if I can get it here. Try to be precise. Okay. I think we're going to see something before the next halving. Okay. That was the last 2 years. Year to date. 2 year to date. All right. This highlighted zone. All right. Look how much crypto has moved in the last 2 years to date. I'm excited. Let's see what happens, man. It's looking Gucci. It's looking great. All right. All right. Well, if there's no questions, guys, where are the questions at? I'll open them up to you now. I think we covered a lot. We talked about crypto. We talked about the markets next week. We talked about how to look for reverse signals in the markets. We talked about some top plays we're watching and some pretty discounted mega caps, right? So we talked about Meta. We talked about Netflix. We looked at Tesla. We covered a lot in this stream. Tell me about what you're watching. Give me more than the ticker symbol. Why are you watching it? Are you in it long-term or short-term? Why? Is there a catalyst for it? Give me some sauce. Give the audience some sauce. What are we looking at? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like. If you ain't hitting the like, I don't know, man. What's wrong with you? Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin, man. Where's that little double top? Short-term. Look at that, man. Yeah, you know, again, when I look at Bitcoin, I look at the daily chart, you know, because I'm investing, but I don't really trade this until it's moving. So when crypto moves, I usually trade it. I've traded crypto a lot in the past, but right now it's just, you know, onesie, twosie coins flying here or there. I'd rather have the whole market kind of moving. So when the market starts moving, expect a little more crypto videos on the channel, and I will be showing you guys some good coins we're going to be watching every week or days of the week, and some trading opportunities as well. But right now, just kind of letting crypto do its thing. It's moving. IPOs are popping off. Oh, yeah, they have been. A lot. Yeah, it's been like that a lot this year. It hasn't really slowed down, to be honest. You know, a lot of IPOs, they've just been, IPOs have been hot probably every other month. It's been I think it's just a weird way for big money to manipulate things. I mean, I don't know. Pat Q. Yeah, Pat Q. I was looking at that today. Small float. This is a small float company. I wish I had a little bit more. I think there's like 28 mil shares on this company. Pretty small. But, you know, I think 23 out of 28 million shares are shares floated, and 28 million are obviously the outstanding. Yeah, this one is, I don't know what that was. All I can do is make observations. You know, it looks like it had some kind of catalyst or something. That's quite a big move. And then there's like some sympathy came in or some shit. This is really weird. This is really weird. Oh, man, that salt and pepper vibe. This has that salt and pepper vibe to it, man. Look at this thing. Looks like binary code, man. This thing looks like the Matrix. Oh, my Lord, man. Yeah, it is moving pretty nice. Like I said, I checked out the specs on this earlier today. I think there's warrants with this, maybe. That there's another like pack, something moving, I think. Okay, MMTLP is preferred share of Mamet, a Canadian company work for nanomaterials. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like there's a lot of hype behind this. I've been seeing some YouTubers post about this ticker symbol. Huh. To me, this is just going to be a momentum train. This is just a hype train. I really don't. You guys got to be really careful with these. You guys got to be really careful with these penny stocks, man. I mean, I've been in this game for a while, and just remember, whatever we're in, it's going to be short-lived, and you can get knifed very quickly. So have a plan, please. You know, look at this, man. Look at this knife right here. Right? That knife happened in 15 minutes. That's a 25% drop in your money. So be really careful. Now, the hype, obviously, right? You can follow the hype. That's fine. Not financial advice. I think that's what a lot of people are doing. Because, yeah, if everybody's talking about it, that's just telling me right off the bat, this is a hype train. So be careful. The volume is very low on it. The relative volume is extremely low. I mean, relative to when we saw that first spike. So maybe we get another spike here. I'm very skittish of this prior high up here. That's an area we need to really watch, man. I'd be really careful when you start getting towards like a little under $7 here. It looks like, you know, around high $6 range, 685-ish area. I'd be really, really careful. That prior high is going to be a significant area. Right now, though, you can see it's just been trading in this super tight channel, man. So there's some sentiment here. I don't know what's pushing this. Like I said, it could be retail, it could be hype. We'll have to see what's going on with it. That's the most I can make for an observation with this thing. Just be extremely careful because it's right now it's just making this gradual cruise here with not a lot of steam. Now you're starting to see relative volume actually increase on the tail end of this move here. So that's something we can denote. But as we approach these prior highs, man, be really, 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 really careful, okay? I like to see at least a little more strength with something like this, but you never know. Yeah, this thing is goofy. This thing looks so goofy. This looks like a, you know, quick little pump and dump. Maybe trade it real quick, get out. This doesn't look like a hold to me. If it goes far, it goes far. But it's so volatile and has potential to be volatile that you probably want to be more safe than sorry. Not IPOs, actual acquisition companies. Okay. MMTLP is waiting for S1 approval for it to switch to a private company. 14 short sellers to cover. Okay, so you're looking for a squeeze, right? Got it. Yeah, like I said, I'm. Yeah, so again, this looks like a squeeze, momentum play. I bet this is the top trending stock on Reddit. We'll see what happens. Just be careful with it. Technically speaking, it looks really goofy and a little unhealthy, but you know, this is how penny stocks roll, honestly, some of them. And just be careful. That's the most I could say. I don't play a lot of short squeezes. I just don't go for them. I play like momentum and like gimme plays, man. I trade to the volume. If the volume is there and the charts are speaking to me, it looks like a good A1 setup. To me, this looks like a random setup. We're really going off some fundamental news. That's fine. That's totally valid as well. But just be really careful, okay? The more that you see it mainstreamed, the more weary you have to be. Again, this could absolutely go bonkers, though. This might go to $30. I don't know. You never know. You never know, man. So be careful. That's all I got to say. Not financial advice. You guys can make your own decisions. I'm just saying there's a lot more secure bets out there or penny stocks you could be trading that can offer plenty of return, tens of percents, if not 100%, right? There's plenty of other plays out there, but I get it. If you want to like chuck some beer money at this and you see an opportunity for potential squeeze, sure, you know, honestly, it might even be in your favor because everybody else is hyping it up. Okay. Can this squeeze though? I don't know. We'll have to see, man. Yeah, Krishna. Hopefully that helped. I just don't have a lot of insight on this. All I can tell you is from in my experience, anything that's super hyped is just extremely risky. That's it. Doesn't mean it can't happen. So it is what it is. But just be careful. Okay. Don't full port or none of this. You know, so how's Matt looking, right? guys, we actually are getting late here. I have to go right after this. If you guys are interested in joining the private live stream with my private Discord, check that link down below. We're going to be in there in about 1 minute here. My mat, you can see it's not really correlating as much, I believe. It's just been on a little cruise. Been trading pretty flat the last week here, especially the last 3 trading days. So keep your eyes on that. And with that, gang, hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.